Hi, and welcome to this week's required readings and audio and video section for week one. This week, rolling into our residential weekend, I'm going to have you engage in chapters 1 and chapters 2. We'll do some follow-up in chapter 2 over the weekend and actually be moving ahead into parts of chapter 4 in addition to tackling the simulation, some early introductory stuff for the sim for project simulation. So this week, assignment-wise, chapters 1 and 2, readings, and in the additionally take a look at the player's quick start manual if you dare to. There's some videos that I also like you to engage in the sim for project section of Moodle. And so that's really, it's kind of an introductory week, kind of getting us into this weekend. What I'm hoping to have on or about Wednesday is have you have access to your interface in the simulation. It really just depends on getting some stuff set up for that. But I'll talk more about that in our live class Monday night. But according to my notes here for the week one overview, no later than Wednesday, the 17th, you shall have access to the practice simulation. In addition, I'd like you to take a look at some of the problems in chapter 2, in particular exercises 1, 2, 4, and 5. I'll be going over how to do some of those financial case analyses, if you will. It's really just a go, no go on whether projects are viable from a financial standpoint. That's one of the drivers in chapter 2, along with other project selection models that we'll get some practice on during our weekend together next weekend. I created a discussion forum this week that I'd like you to do before the weekend, so I get a little sense on your background. I know, full disclosure, I sit on the admissions committee, so I probably read your admissions file, but I don't remember all that I've read. So I'd like to kind of, and then plus, you know, I'd like you to share some background information with your fellow students in your cohort. So go ahead and take a look at the discussion forum. It's a good way to practice. So we'll be using those from time to time on weeks we don't have class. So it's a good way to learn how to engage in the discussion forum and reply to your fellow students and that sort of stuff. So it's a little bit of a model I use, and you get a little credit for it. So please engage in it before the deadline. And we'll be getting a couple more things. You'll email message from our Clarkson OIT describing how to download some software. And I'll talk about that on our live class Monday night, and we'll help you do that when we get together on Saturday afternoon on the 20th. And then there's also a team maker survey I'm going to have you fill out. I will be putting you into teams of maybe 3 for our simulation, and and you can do some group work together as well if you choose to do so. And so that all is coming about, and so there's some deadlines in there as well that you should be mindful of, and I'll remind you of those as well if you're seeing this now before class on Monday night. So it's going to be feeding by a fire hose initially, or drinking out of the fire hose initially, but eventually we'll slow down, we'll let everyone catch up, and we'll be in the right pace for where we need to be this semester. So good luck to you all, and we'll see you on Monday night.